Well, it's a nice bright blue, cold day, morning. But you come along the canal path there, and then you go under the, I think it's the M9. You know they're there, and then you get the best view of them, the Kelpies. Isn't that amazing? I think you'd be a strange person if you didn't see anything in those. It's funny how a sculpture can capture movement in a still object. You don't want to forget as well that a Kelpie isn't actually a very nice thing. Are they not meant to sort of lure people to their deaths by drowning? But these look magnificent. And there's nobody here. So we wander around. Yes, no zone taken. Almost forgot about the zone, to be honest. I'm sure it's be called the Kelpies or something. Just watching a guy doing a 42-point turn on his canal boat on the canal. Anyway, we're going to head follow the canal now, up to the Falkirk Wheel. Grabbing zones on the way. Oh, sign says thin ice. Better be careful in August. Just taking zone Abbott's Bank, one of the first locks I've come across. The area suddenly got very industrial, which I suppose is not surprising. Maybe why the canal was put in the first place, for all the heavy industry and coal mining, ironworks, brickworks. There's a wee area here called Westfield. That's one of the bricks I found recently. It's also surprising, you think a canal route is flat, but it's not. It's actually uphill a lot of the way. Lots of little hills. And I've got a westerly headwind as well this morning. All part of the game. Another zone taken. Excuse me. Rosebank Malt, which I guess is what this landmark sculpture thing is. A bottle of whiskey. There's a plaque here with lots of stuff on it. I'm not going to read it out. All part of the history of the place. Looks like it's all getting turned into flats now. That's lock number 16. As is the sign on the Union Inn across there. Must have taken a long time going up or down this stretch of canal. All these locks to negotiate. I must say it's fairly quiet, but it's not particularly peaceful route this. You're urban most of the way, industry, cars, houses. I suppose you're on the canal side. Might be an interesting one to do at night. Mind you, there's no street lights on the majority of the path, but one for the list maybe. Now I'm going to find a place for a wee break and have my Kit Kat. Well, here we are at the Falkirk Wheel. Amazing bit of kit. Always amazing about the balance of it. You think that putting the boat in one side would unbalance it, but the boat, or the weight of the boat, displaces an equal amount of water, so it ends up exactly the same as it was before the boat went in. It's interesting. So now we're going to go up to the other canal and head east with the wind behind me. So we're on the top of the Falkirk Wheel now. Local hills in the distance. It's amazing, when we lived in Alva, just at the foot of the hills there, between the age of 5 and 10, we used to go up into those hills and play, you know, miles up into the hills on our own, no parents. But nothing was ever thought of it then. But that just doesn't happen these days. What great fun we had. We used to find sheets of linoleum, old-fashioned vinyl, and we'd use them as sledges on the grass slopes. It's great fun. Must go back someday. I wonder if there's any zones in Alva. Anyway, next adventure is the Rough Castle Tunnel, which is along there. I have to do a slight correction here. This is not the Forth and Clyde Canal, it's the Union Canal. The Forth and Clyde's the other one, just down at the Falkirk Wheel there that goes to Glasgow. Lots of swallows in the tunnel, nesting. That's interesting. So now we're going to head east again, east towards Edinburgh. And I've just missed 2 zones down at the Falkirk Wheel, but I'm not going back for them. There's more to life than zones, although that might be blasphemy to some, I suppose. I shall wash my mouth out with soap. Or coffee. Anyway, onwards. I don't know. You stop to take a few clips and a train goes past. Anyway, been saying hello to a few people here with their dogs and thanking them for passing and No response at all, nothing. None of this, no worries, you're welcome or anything like you do in Get Midlothian. It's like Edinburgh. And then when they look at you, there's as if I'm an alien from space, stranger in a strange land. Weird. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Who knows? Right, on to the next zone. Well, I gave the big, long, wet, dark tunnel a miss. We're down at Falkirk Station now. Just going to drop down through Falkirk, get a few more zones. Wish I'd brought lights actually. Could have went through the tunnel. Never thought. Anyway. Another interesting wee zone, Enter Hospital. Some sort of little feature park area thing. Maybe water flows through at some point, but it's all dried up today. Can't see any hospital either. Maybe it used to be in the park or those buildings. Looks more like a school. Doesn't it matter? So I've got to find another zone. Well, that's me dropped down through Falkirk, picked up a few zones. All very inefficiently, I may add. New to the area. Probably taking the long way around on everyone. Missed all the little paths. Should have got a guide to meet me who knew the area. So we're just about down at the Helix now. And then back to the car. And then make a decision whether I'm going to do Grangemouth or not. So, let's go and find this next zone at Falkirk Stadium, which I think is over there. Yep, well the sign says Falkirk Stadium, so could be. Well, that was an easy find, Falkirk Stadium. Oh, zone's called the Supporters. There we go. Falkirk Stadium. It's a bit far away with a wide angle lens. But off across to the Helix now and back to the Kelpies. Just across all these roads. Helix Beach Zone taken. Never been to this bit actually. Went to the Kelpies a couple of times. Didn't know all this was here. Well, here we are back at the Kelpies. A lot busier now, cafes are open. But I've got my lunch with me. And I've probably had enough, I'm knackered. Kick scooting takes it out of you. So I think we'll head back to the car, then compile this video, get it posted. And I might just have enough energy left to get out tonight for another scoot along the coast. So, bye for now and catch you again next time.